Well, hey there. Welcome into this twin flame reading for this week. I am looking at the energies surrounding the collective. Going to look at the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We're going to see where we go. This energy of Lionsgate that has just gone on and the Leo new moon. Very passionate and powerful energies. So let's take a look and see what is being asked of us right now. Okay, let's see. Flexible. Serendipity. That's the Wheel of Fortune card. Not for you. Some of you have done some good work here, I feel. I feel like some of you have broken some patterns or some habits or had some challenging things go on. I feel like you are kind of leveling up, whoever this is for. We'll see what comes out in the reading. But I'm getting that some of you are like being taken away from situations, however it's happening. So if you've had recently been like, it's almost like the universe kind of heads you off at the past and sends you over here, right? Like it is akin to like missing a bus and then the bus gets in an accident later, or you leaving an hour later for work and you're not in some kind of situation because you couldn't find your keys, something like that. It's like any of those things that happen, just allow for it. Try not to get yourself too tight, but there's something that you're missing, and I mean that in like a crossroads kind of way. Like you just like woof, just get the universe just like sends you off in this direction. Okay, it's your soul telling you something, and you're taking action on it. You may not be conscious of it. All right, so underneath, so for the divine feminine, coming up as the Empress. All right, and underneath is the card Seven of Wands. That's the card of standing up for oneself. Okay, so the Empress, and then the situation for the Empress, Two of Wands, Ace of Wands. I'll talk you through this so you know what I'm doing here. Two of Swords, Strength, Star, Emperor, Four of Swords. Okay, so I'll talk you through this in a second. I really feel like the feminine is getting a new opportunity, a very powerful opportunity. I also see Libra and Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Aries here. So this could be special messages for you if you're any of those signs. I feel like you're being inspired to make some choices here, and the universe is sending you off in a different direction. If you were sort of going down a road with a person that you maybe thought was a twin flame, or if you're going toward a karmic or something like that, you're going toward a relationship that you've already, been there, done that kind of thing. I feel like the universe is going to step in. And what I mean by that is I feel like your soul is going to step in and be like, nope, this isn't for you. We've already been through this. You've already learned this lesson. There's no reason to go through this again. Okay. All right. So let me see what I get for the masculine here. Nine of Cups underneath. Masculine showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. There's the Empress. Ten of Swords, the opportunity. Queen of Swords, Hierophant, Five of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Let's see. And the outcome, King of Pentacles. Okay, wow. So I don't know if you've heard, but let's see if I can make this a little bit better for you. I don't know if you've heard, but a lot of times one twin is on the spiritual path, aware and awakened, and the other twin can be really stuck in 3D experience, stuck in the matrix. This is called the matrix twin. So whoever this reading is for, whatever set of twin flames, this is definitely a matrix twin. Okay. And I feel like what they're doing, you're seeing yourself as not for you. Okay, there's something, I believe this is a twin. I also believe this person is currently in a relationship that is ending. Okay, they're currently in a relationship that is ending. And I feel like any kind of spiritual conversation you might have with them is met with, like, talk to the hand. Like, don't talk to me about that spiritual nonsense. Okay, this person is still stuck in traditional things. This person can be a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo. They could have some Aquarius as well. And I feel like they do subconsciously know that you are their twin. They subconsciously know this divine masculine is aware on some level. What scares them is the spiritual nature of this, or that there is some, they see it as, because they're still in 3D, they're really entrenched in 3D. They're seeing you're discussing spirituality or any kind of connection to the divine as threatening. They are still in religion versus spirituality, right? The man-made structure around a philosophical belief system, around a spiritual belief system, but was man-made, right? And that religion, they're not seeing yet how it separates us. Like, we're the chosen people, you are not, and everybody is the chosen people, everybody, right? So they're not seeing how that kind of belief system, a belief system of hierarchy or masculine deities or anything like that, they're not seeing how that really separates them from their true soul purpose. It's like they want to believe that there's something external to them, as opposed to having the spiritual contact with their own soul. Okay, and that recognizing that we are one with the universe, we are one with nature, we are one with the deity energy, the spiritual energy. It's us inside you. Okay, your guides, your ancestors, all of this spiritual structure that is not a hierarchical structure. This is more like each one of us is walking a path, a spiritual path, and they're still in the energy of religion as opposed to spirituality. You're more in this energy of spirituality and healing. Okay, I see how the divine feminine is really moving into the energy of healing now. So you can be inspired by your own spiritual path, by your own awareness of God or your soul, your spirit guides, your higher self, your own awareness of, yourself and your position in the universe, much more aware than I feel like this masculine is. But you are definitely on their mind. Okay, so when they do self-healing, Queen of Pentacles, when they do nurturing, when they do self-healing, then you are part of their soul experience, right? Because you have the same high self. So you're part of that same soul experience. But their devotion, I feel like, to the physical world is keeping them from hearing their spirit guides, or keeping them from hearing the wisdom, the clarity. And so they stayed as part of a connection that is now ended, or is now ending. Okay, so it's done. It's done. And they're in this place of like, feel self-punishment, right? Punishing themselves for not being better at this, punishing themselves for not knowing how to connect to you more, punishing themselves for getting themselves in this kind of mess, because they do know what they do know deep down is you and them are meant to be. They do know you and them are meant to be connected, to have this spiritual, you're always on their mind here. Okay. And the feminine here is kind of left to their own devices, because the feminine here is aware that becoming whole is really the way to go. That's what's going to bring wholeness of this connection. If a feminine stays divided, meaning believing that happiness is out there, believing that joy and contentment is out there, that you're outsourcing in some way your spirituality, your happiness, your joy, if it's out there somewhere, this is the path to wholeness. And that's the key. Because I feel like that's a tremendously important healing energy for the feminine. And it might be difficult because I feel like the connection you have is very strong. I feel like the masculine is aware of you all the time. I feel like the feminine is kind of closing it off, like it's too painful. Like, I'm closing off. I don't really want to feel this. Okay, I don't really want to feel this. So I'm looking out to the universe. I'm looking to my spirituality. I'm looking to do my work. I'm looking to the spiritual path. And this is the work of the spiritual path, the path to wholeness. Okay, we do a live here with Pathfinders every Thursday, and we talk about this very thing. What is the spiritual path? How can I navigate the spiritual path for myself? How can I become whole? That's not how they ask the question, but behind every question around the spiritual path, that's what they're asking. How can I get into the frequency of the twin flame? The frequency of the twin flame is becoming whole in oneself. And what that means is your inner masculine and your inner feminine are balanced. And that is exactly what the feminine is asking here. How do I balance myself? How do I get into this energy of wholeness? And I feel like there's some new inspiration coming through to balance that, to get you in balance, Emperor and Empress, which is all the queens and all the kings. So you definitely are ahead of this masculine, of your masculine. You definitely are. And I feel like Strength, Star, and the energy of the Emperor with the Empress here is some kind of level of consciousness that has been achieved, i.e. healed. Okay? So it's my job to hold space for you to heal yourself on this spiritual path. My job is just to shine the light on how you might want to do that. This can be about anything. I feel like there's some kind of healing going on here around, because the Strength card to me is like, I'm doing the work. That's what that Strength card says to me. It's not just like brute strength. It's like I'm actually doing the work. I'm looking to heal my Chiron energies. I'm seeing my North Node, and I'm seeing my path, and I'm working my path. And I feel like this brings in some very strong healing energies. So there is some kind of thing like, okay, I'm really, I'm kind of resisting the masculine. I'm resisting thinking or believing that the wholeness is with the masculine. Even though we are telepathically connected, even though I know that there's love here for me, I'm still going to walk my path of wholeness. Because that's the frequency I need to be in order for this to even show up for me. And the feminine in this reading knows that. So what you're doing is you're doing the work, all of this stuff we talk about, the inner child work, shadow work, everything we talk about has to do with getting yourself to the frequency of wholeness. And it's not just so the masculine will show up, because when you're in the path of wholeness, it's like, I'm good. And then the masculine shows up. Okay? Okay. So I am going to continue this reading. The link is below if this is your twin flame situation. If you're feeling that you're part of this, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo over here may have some air energy. I also am seeing Aries, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus again, Libra energy. So I will look at all of those zodiac signs, and I will do the reading for the connection, not just the separate two. Okay? Okay, link is below if you want to continue on with me. Also, if you want to grab that Chiron class, we're working with Chiron and healing that energy. If you want to grab the North Node class, working with your purpose and your superpower, all those links are below. Going to go deeper to this reading. That link is below. I'll see you over there.